Seventh grade. More and more stories. Series 5. An alien is on the earth. One day, aliens need a new planet to live on. They start to explore the solar system. President Alien sends a soldier alien to the solar system, and the soldier alien does a research about the Earth. Now he is informing his president. Alien, let's listen to them. President Alien: yes, tell us, what do you know about the solar system? The solar system is a big system around the sun. The sun is very hot and big. It is not possible for us to live there. The sun is in the center of the solar system. There are also 8 big planets, 5 dwarf planets, 160 moons, and nearly 1,000,000 asteroids. Dwarf planets are very small. We can't move there, but we can choose a big planet. President Alien: do you know about big planets? Uref F4. Planets are different from each other. Their gravity changes according to the place of the sun. If they are closer to the sun, they have stronger gravity. President Alien: okay, so we shouldn't be very far from the sun. If we choose a planet close to the sun, it can be very hot. We need an atmosphere. Are there any planets with an atmosphere in the solar system? Yes, there are, but they have different gas rates. The level of oxygen must be enough for us to live there. Yesterday, I saw a blue planet. Did you go there? Do you know anything about it? No, not yet, because I saw a big red planet. It was also suitable. I couldn't decide and I wanted to ask you. Is there water? Yes, there is, but the red planet an atmosphere. Okay, go and explore the blue planets. We can decide when you return. Take some photos and send them to my watch. President Alien sends the soldier alien to the Earth. Soldier Alien feels very excited because he thinks this planet is suitable for them to live. It was oxygen and water. There are lots of trees. Its gravity is suitable. He sees that there are different seasons at the same time. It is winter in the south part and it is summer in the north part. He feels very excited because of this. He thinks that every seasons should be different beauties. There are oceans, seas, lakes, and rivers. There are a lot of mountains. There are a lot of wild animals in the mountains. There are different animals and human beings. Human beings are very. They have different abilities. They can get to agriculture and produce their food. They have also natural water, springs for fresh water. It is very important for life on the earth. People use it to the agriculture. The earth is the third closest planet to the sun, but the atmosphere filters the dangerous rays of the sun, so life is safe on the earth. It is the best planet for the alien family. They think that they will be happy. Their family can swim in the sea and sunbathe. They can go for picnics in the large green fields and forests. Their children can go fishing. They can eat fresh fish. They can have domestic animals. They can feed their animals on their farms. They can milk their cows and sheep. They can fresh milk. He feels very happy and lucky. Then he wants to get around and takes more photos of the earth. He sees that the city is very crowded and there are a lot of problems. There is air pollution because of the smokes of the cars. There is always traffic jam and people have to wait in their cars for long hours. Then he goes to a city center. He sees that human on the earth drives cars. There are high buildings and big shopping centers, but people are very busy. They are not happy because they don't have time to fun. There are any parks or gardens to relax. He feels anxious and surprised. He can't understand the city life. He doesn't like cars, skyscrapers, or long queues. Then he goes a forest. He thinks that it is green and beautiful. There is no air pollution. He breathes and feels stronger. He thinks his family will be happy here. His children can climb trees in the forest. They can hear the voice of the different birds. They can pick up flowers in the spring. They can discover the wonderful life in a forest. He thinks, what a nice place. He thanks God. He feels very happy again. He thinks his wife and grow vegetables here. His children will pick up fruits from the trees. But then he sees two human beings. They cut the trees. He can't understand people because they need forest for rain and oxygen. Many animals live in the forest. He thinks human beings should stop destroying forest because they need forest. Human beings should plant trees and protect the forest. Forests are the habitats of a lot of animals. He feels sorry and goes to seaside, but it smells very bad because there are lots of wastes in the sea. Materials like plastic bags cover the surface of the sea. Human beings can't go fishing anymore. There is no fish because of the pollution on the sea. He thinks human beings should protect the oceans and seas because water is important for them and they can't live without it. He can't understand why they pollute the sea. And also the life under the sea is amazing. They shouldn't pollute the natural habitats of the creatures and the sea and under the sea. Then he goes to a tomato field. Tomatoes are big and red. He loves them. He likes the big red tomatoes there. But then he sees the pesticides. He knows that pesticides are dangerous for human health and they damage the nature. Humans shouldn't use pesticides and agriculture. They can cause illness like cancer. It is really frightening, so they should do agriculture in natural ways. He can't understand because human beings and wants to examine their life in their houses. He makes himself invisible and goes into the house. He looks around the house. He finds it is very comfortable. There is a kitchen and 3 fridge, dishwasher, kettle and other equipments. Then he sees the washing machine and the drying machine in the bedroom. He thinks his wife will love it. He goes to the children's room. He sees a lot of toys and a computer. Finally, he goes to the living room and he sees the television. He thinks everything is okay. My family can stay in this house. My wife and my children will have a nice life. Then he realizes the humans in the house. Father is watching TV and talking on the phone. Mother is in the kitchen. The tap is running and she is watching TV. All the lamps in the house are on. Their son is playing computer game and eating hamburger. The TV in his room is on. It is very hot because the heater is on too. He sees that they don't worry about saving energy in their house. They don't care about it. He feels anxious. He can't understand human beings. Why don't human beings protect an environment? How will they survive if they pollute their planet? How will they survive if they waste water and energy? He thinks human beings harm themselves and he goes back to his home. On the way home, he feels very sorry. He had a lot of dreams about living on the how they all finished. Poor human beings. He thinks they can't see the whole of the earth. He goes to President Alien, but he feels very sorry. President Alien sees the photos and he also feels anxious. Yes, tell us, what do you think about the blue planet? Please share your experiences. I feel anxious. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are right. I'm very sorry. Humans call the blue planet us the world. In the beginning, I was very excited because I found oxygen, water, soil and forest in the world. It was very suitable for us to go. We could have a very enjoyable life there. I thought we could swim and sunbathe. Our children could go fishing and eat fish. We could drive and discover a new world under the sea and the oceans. We could go for picnics to the endless forests. We could play snowball in winter, make snowmen. We could go skiing. The leaves of the trees fall in the fall and the flowers bloom in the spring. They live for season. We could feed or farm animals and have fresh milk, cheese and yogurt. We could plant trees, plant seeds and grow up our vegetables and fruits. Our children could eat fresh foods, not pills anymore. But then I saw that human beings didn't care about the world. They don't protect the environment. There is air pollution, water and pollution. They always use chemicals. They cut down trees. They destroy animal habitats. They kill animals for their fur. So they destroy the nature. We can live there. We can't live there. In the near future, nobody can live on the earth. I'm afraid we can't move there. Okay, I see. You are right. We can't take our children there. So, I think we should select for another planet. Let's explore the red planet. I hope human beings can't reach there.